We have Dr. Pitluck and Julia Jones from Free Range. There you go.
Good morning, everybody. All right, who likes to go see the dentist? Does anybody like to see the dentist at all? Root canals? Raise a hand. No? Anybody? All right. Well, my name is Joe Pitluck. I am a dentist, recently retired dentist. I'm also a real estate developer, and now I am also CEO of Free Range Spaces. Now you're probably wondering how does that all connect together? So I'll give you a story. I was in my office once, and it wasn't too busy. There's a patient that comes in, and he has this big swelling. He's in a lot of pain, and he's coming in, and I'm looking at it, and I realize it's a really bad infection. And if it moves over to the other side of the neck, his chance of survival was really low. And I know sending him to the hospital would be a very difficult thing too. Because I know it'd probably be 6-8 hours before he'd be seen. They'd have to get an oral surgeon that's on call to come in. So I decided, you know what, I'm just going to try to take this out. I sat him down, I got him numb, and I'm going at it, and this one's really difficult, by the way. So I had to make an incision, I had to pull the gums away, all the bone was exposed, and I'm going in there and drilling around the tooth and taking a lot of bone away to get to it, and I'm finally just about able to wiggle it out, and I hear a little crack. I'm like, oh my gosh, what the heck happened? So the tooth came out, and a little piece of the root had broken off, and it was still there. Now, normally I would leave it and I wouldn't do anything, but the problem is it was infected, and so I had to get it out. But also, it was about 1 millimeter from a very large nerve that goes down your jaw. And if I had to do any nerve damage, he'd be permanently numb. He wouldn't be able to drink from a straw. It'd be horrible. But I didn't have much of an option. So I drill around some more bone, and I'm going in there, I'm using one of my tools, and I'm hoping this thing's going to pop up. If it pops up, we're good to go. Everybody gives high fives and we're good. As I'm going down in there, it pops, but it doesn't go up. It goes down, and it goes down where the neck is, and you could touch it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I do not have the experience right now to go in here and do a large incision and try to fish it out. So I'm freaking out. I don't know what to do. But the good thing for me is the practice that I had 3 other dentists that were with me. I grabbed one of them, I brought him in, he did a residency before, he knew exactly what to do. We started pushing that root, he showed me how to massage it. We were actually able to massage it back out, and I was able to retrieve it. I stitched them back up, and we were good. So it could have been a very bad day, but it actually turned out to be great. And you're probably wondering, what does that have to do with anything? The thing is, being able to work with other people, with other colleagues, it can provide so much value. And I think the same thing with co-working, just being able to work with other people, and if you have a problem, an issue, something that you can't solve, and you have a friend nearby, it's wonderful. It's no good to work alone. And whether it's, let's say, working at one of our co-working spaces or at Fat Pipe, just in general, just being able to work together, it's an amazing thing. So anyways, as far as with Fat Pipe, if we could give a round of applause at least, just the fact that, we have a resource like this in the community is amazing. So as far as that goes, you probably want to know maybe a little bit about Free Range. And if I could have Julia over here, maybe she can give some insight as far as what's going on. So. Everybody knows Julia, by the way, right? Oh, yeah. Yes? Okay, get over here.
Sure.
Yeah,
sure.
you're...
Oh, my gosh. I wasn't expecting that I was going to come up here. I really wasn't. So how long have we been open, our doors? Maybe about 3 weeks. And we have done a ton of fun stuff already. We actually have a few tenants right now that are at South by Southwest. Are you guys following South by Southwest? Woo! Yeah, Gary just got back from South by Southwest. So we have a few tenants that are out there right now. So it's just awesome just to be able to have our name already out there outside of Albuquerque. Just this past weekend, anybody know Max Baptiste, We Are the City? We had 100 children fill up fire extinguishers with paint, and they sprayed our entire wall. Well, actually, they sprayed humans first, and then they sprayed that wall. So that was just taken Saturday. That was a blast. We had some free headshots. Anybody need updated free headshots? Anybody? We're going to do that on a regular basis. We just had free headshots last week. This is one of our newest tenants. He moved here from Alaska to launch his company. It's a state-of-the-art gas can, and as you know, gas cans have not been innovated probably in about like 50 years. And so it's a patent-pending technology, and what he needed a community. He needed a community of experts, resources, and he knew nobody in Albuquerque. And since he's been part of our community, we have completely redesigned his website. We have created a digital marketing strategy for him, and we've also got him connected to 2 manufacturers, and that was probably within a time span about 5 days. So what I want to express is that it's just so much more than a seat. I feel that we have a vested interest in making sure that each one of the companies that come into that door succeeds. I personally do, and I know the entire team does as well. And what we got going on this week, anybody need investment for their company? Please raise your hand. Please, please. I know that there is a lot of people that need investment for their companies. So I reached out to Paul Singh, and we told him about free range, and he loved the idea. He personally loves co-working spaces because he believes that we're better together. We're better when we're in a collaborative work environment. And so he's going to be parking his RV outside of free range for the next 3 days. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And I want to invite each of you to come and pitch your ideas or just talk to him. Just get advice. He is probably one of the most genuine VCs I personally have ever met. And he will tell you straight up exactly what he thinks about your company. So I'm inviting you to come check it out. Another amazing opportunity. Was anybody here last week when Catalyst Week presented with Nick Williams? We are also hosting Catalyst Week at Free Range. And it's not too late to sign up. It's $50 and it's completely worth it. Does anybody have projects that are just sitting on the back burners? Just like you just keep on holding it off. I think each one of us does, right? The whole purpose of Catalyst Week is you come in with one project, you create smart, measurable goals, and you get it done. Our hashtag, which we actually are not allowed to use anymore, it was actually get shit done. That's what we do at Catalyst Week. And we have Paul, who's an alumni of Catalyst Week. And Lexi just won the ski lift pitch. So we have some amazing alum.